Hey everyone, welcome back. Let me kick us off with a little myth busting. Ozempic, Wegovy, Rybelsus, and now a Wegovy pill. 4 names you've seen all over the place. And here's what most people don't realize. Those are all the same active medication. It's called semaglutide. So today, we're doing a proper deep dive on semaglutide itself. What it is, how it works, what the research actually shows, and the real trade-offs. First, a quick word from our sponsor. This episode is brought to you by Telehealth FX, a platform where you can explore your options and connect with licensed clinicians over at telehealthfx.com. That's TELEHEALTHFX.com. And before we dive in, the important reminder. This is general education, not medical advice. Talk to your own clinician before you start or stop any medication.
That brand confusion is the perfect place to start because it trips up basically everyone. So let's untangle it. Semaglutide is the actual drug. Ozempic is the brand of semaglutide approved for type 2 diabetes. Wegovy is semaglutide approved for weight management, and Rybelsus is an oral semaglutide tablet for type 2 diabetes. Same molecule, different brands, different approved uses and doses.
And there's a new member of the family now, right?
There is, and it's a real milestone. Back in December, the FDA approved an oral semaglutide tablet, a Wegovy pill, for weight management. Before that, if you wanted semaglutide specifically for weight loss, it was an injection. Now there's a once-daily pill option too.
So mechanically, how does semaglutide do what it does?
It imitates a hormone called GLP-1 that your gut naturally releases after you eat. It slows how fast your stomach empties, and it turns down appetite signals in the brain. The practical result is you feel full sooner and stay satisfied longer, so you naturally eat less without having to white-knuckle it all day.
Let's get to the numbers, because that's what everyone's typing into the search bar. How much weight are we actually talking about?
In the landmark injection trial published in the New England Journal of Medicine, adults lost on average about 15% of their body weight over 68 weeks, and roughly 70% lost at least 10%. And the new pill held its own. In its main trial, people who stuck with it lost in the mid-teens by percentage over about 64 weeks, which the maker describes as similar to the injection. But here's my standing caveat. Those are trial averages across a lot of people. Individual results vary, and an average is never a personal guarantee.
Crucial point. Let's take a quick break, and then I want to tackle the question I think matters most, which is what happens when you stop. Quick reset from our sponsor first. If you're wondering whether something like this might fit your situation, you can learn more or see if you may qualify at telehealthfx.com. That's TELEHEALTHFX.com. And here's the honest disclosure on that. Telehealth FX is an informational and affiliate platform. It is not a medical provider, and it is not a pharmacy, and it may earn a commission. Any actual care comes from licensed clinicians, not from the platform itself.
Thanks for laying that out clearly. Okay, the big one. What happens when you stop semaglutide? In the follow-up research, people regained a large chunk of the weight, roughly 2/3, within about a year of coming off it. So this really isn't a quick fix you finish and walk away from. It's better understood as ongoing treatment for a chronic condition, and it works best paired with real nutrition, enough protein, and strength training to protect muscle.
And the benefits aren't only about the scale, are they?
No, and this part is striking. A large trial called SELECT studied people with excess weight and existing heart disease, but without diabetes. Semaglutide reduced the risk of major cardiovascular events, things like heart attack and stroke, by about 20% compared to placebo. So there's a cardiovascular story here, not just a weight number.
People also constantly search semaglutide versus tirzepatide. Quick fair take?
In the first head-to-head trial, tirzepatide produced more average weight loss than semaglutide over 72 weeks, but that doesn't crown one as right for everybody. The better fit depends on your health history, how you tolerate it, cost and access, and a clinician's judgment.
All right, equal time for the trade-offs because they're real and they matter.
The most common side effects are gastrointestinal. Nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, usually worse early on and often easing as the dose is raised slowly. On the more serious side, semaglutide carries a boxed warning for a risk of thyroid C-cell tumors, and it's not for anyone with a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer or the genetic syndrome NEN2. There's also a risk of pancreatitis and gallbladder problems, and researchers are actively studying a possible link to a rare eye condition. That's exactly why proper screening with a clinician matters.
And one more thing that's all over the internet, compounded semaglutide.
Right. Compounded semaglutide is not FDA approved. The FDA does not evaluate those products for safety, effectiveness, or quality, and they are not the same as branded Ozempic or Wegovy. If you ever consider that route, talk it through very openly with a licensed clinician first.
And worth saying plainly, semaglutide is a prescription medicine. It requires an evaluation and a prescription from a licensed clinician, and whether you're even a candidate is an individual decision. So if you're researching it, the smart move is to come in with good questions. Is this appropriate for me? What are my risks? And what's the plan if I stop? That's a real conversation, not a checkout button. If you want a place to start exploring or to see if you may qualify, you can visit telehealthfx.com. That's telehealthfx.com. But the most important step by far is talking with your own clinician about what's right for you. Individual results vary, and good care is personal. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll catch you on the next one.